Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. We are back in the nether hub today. I've done a little bit of work between last episode and this one. To be honest, I've actually, I literally just got done recording the previous episode not that long ago, and then I edited it and did a little bit of work while it was rendering, and now we're back to it. So, I want to talk very briefly about what the next step is for the nether hub. So, first of all, let's talk about what I've actually done between episodes. Behind all the doors, or in all of the doors, or however you want to say it, I added black concrete, and that kind of signifies, hey, this is a doorway. If you want a tunnel that connects to this nether hub, this is where it should go. That way people will understand. What I'm doing right now is I'm essentially creating like these little pits to kind of give the illusion that the nether hub is sort of like in a void in a way, that it's kind of standalone. And basically what I'm doing is just taking black concrete and then putting black glass on top of it. And yes, I know I could do like the fog effect thing, but I just don't really think it's necessary here. Like, yeah, I just don't think I'm fine with this. Just one layer of black glass on top of the black concrete. Because it's black concrete underneath, it's really, really hard to make out the fog anyway. So I'm not really that like concerned about it. But we'll get a number of, basically we're going to have a total of 8? Yeah, 8 pits altogether. And the way that I need to make these is basically I need to take away this layer of stone slab that I put down before. So that's actually going to be probably the most time-consuming part of it, is just tearing up these stone slabs, which isn't, and like, honestly, that's not too bad. If that's the most time-consuming part, then, you know, you're doing pretty well. I already did gather all the black concrete. That did take a little while just to convert it all, but that's fine. That's why I built the concrete converter. Don't leave home without one unless if you're planning on building using concrete. So this will be a fairly quick little part of this larger project. But once this is done, once these little pits are done, then we get to move on to some bigger stuff. So as you can see, up on the second levels, I put the tunnel entrances or the doorways or whatever you want to call them. I put those up there, and I brought the walls up. What we need to do, though, we need a way to actually get up there. So we're going to have to make a staircase. There's going to be a total of 4 staircases. One right here, and then 2 on the other end, basically symmetrically built. So that'll be your way up. Then we need the big main walls on this side and that side. That shouldn't be too difficult to do. And then we need a ceiling, and I'm going to need some sort of a design or something in the ceiling as well. Otherwise, the ceiling is just going to be really boring. What we want to avoid is having any surface that's just super big and flat. Like, oh, I don't know. Like this, for example. That's not a good look for a nether hub. So, I don't know what I'm going to do up there for a design just yet. I have a couple of ideas that I want to play around with. But I think the very first step is just getting all these pits in place. And that way I won't accidentally fall into them anymore, because that keeps happening. So yeah, I'm going to get the pits done, and then I'll be back. Okay, all of the pits are in place. Over here on these ends, I know these look a little bit weird, but that's because I don't know exactly how I want to do the staircases here. I have kind of a pretty good idea, but I don't have it quite nailed down yet, if that makes any sense. So tell you what, let's grab some quartz stairs, grab some bone blocks, and some sandstone slabs, and then I also need some sandstone stairs. Let's get a couple stacks, because they'll get used. Okay, so if we fly up and we say this is gonna be our very first staircase, right here. This is our pillar. So I'm thinking we want to do something like that. And then from here is where it's going to start, like, working its way down. Do I have any quartz slabs? I need some. And I don't... Oh, I do have some. Okay, awesome. So I'm thinking right here. This is, as I said, this is going to be the staircase. So let's go and just pillar up just a teeny bit. We'll go boop, boop. And then I think, like, in here, I'll stick a couple of those. And then this one is going to be... I'm messing that up. Hold on. Gotta do that the other way around. We need to go... If this is our first... Ooh, can I don't know if I can reach that. Tell you what, let's jump. There. Yeah, we gotta go from above. And then we just bring this down. Like so. And then break those out. Okay. And then I think we'll go quartz stairs going down like that. This can go. These can go. And then here, that'll kind of work its way up. Like, something like this is kind of what I'm envisioning. And then I think we'll go 3. We might go 5 here. We'll see. But I want to go at least 3. So let's start with 3 and then go from there. We can widen it if we need to. All right, guys, I am back. All the stairways are done and a lot more. I've got a lot of progress to show you. So all the stairways, these 4 stairways in the corners are all finished. I had to tweak the design a little bit with what we initially came up with to kind of make it work with the walls over here. I sort of extended the pit. I'm going to call it the pit. Extended the pit over, kind of behind and underneath the stairways back here. I think this all looks fine. Ooh, I gotta fix these corners. I just realized I didn't actually do that. That's fine. That shouldn't be a big deal. Excuse me. And then up here, I brought the walls up, and then I brought them up. I think that's 4 blocks above the top of these doors. 4 or 5 blocks above the top of the doors. And then I capped them off and put a ceiling on top of this. So it's now actually enclosed, which is awesome when it comes to dealing with ghasts, because I've been dealing with some issues. Ghasts spawning and shooting down. I did have to move the portal that was right here. So it's actually up above. Up there. It's in exactly the same spot. It's just a little bit higher than it was before. But why don't we do the next little bit of this together? We got to work out these corners, and it shouldn't be too hard to do, I think. Let's just grab... Okay, I've got my quartz with me here. That should all be fine. Let's grab maybe some sea lanterns just in case. And yeah, we'll grab a little bit of this. Okay, let's see if we can sort something out here. So, let's see. Let's maybe pillar up, like, right here. Let's actually drop down just a tiny bit. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Let's grab... that. Actually, did I bring prismarine with me as well? Yeah, I did. So I think what we'll do is we'll go prismarine, prismarine, prismarine. And then here, we'll bring that slab all the way over. We'll bring these slabs all the way over, like so. And then there's this. This is where it gets a little messy. I suppose... Oh, man. Well, I know that I want stairs... Oh, shulker boxes. Stupid things. I know that I want stairs here and here. And slabs there and there. And there. And there. And you need to go up. And actually, just kidding. These ones right here need to drop down like so. So we continue that pattern all the way over. I know I want to do that. So then the question becomes, how do we tackle this part? I mean, is there any reason we couldn't just do something like this? We'd have to change that out. We'd have to change that up a little bit, but this might work, actually. Put you there, put you there. That one can go here. And then we go like so. I mean, I think that would be fine until it hits here. And then we'd probably want to cap it off like this. And then this part up here we'll just get rid of. We'll put some actual quartz blocks up there. Probably bring that one over like that. And then maybe that's how we leave it? How's that look from down here? That looks a little funky right here, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we do something like... Oh, man. Come on. There we go. Maybe we do something like that. Not really a huge fan of that either. I don't know. Let me mess around with this for a bit and see what I can come up with and then replicate it in each of the corners. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. The corners are finished. I decided to do something kind of like this. I think it works. It's pretty simple. It's not perfect. There's a couple parts about it that kind of bother me a little bit, but I think this is the best solution that I could come up with. I tried a few different things, and ultimately I settled on this, having it kind of come over and up again. And I think it looks fine. I don't think it's bad. I think there's just a couple little, like, very minor things about it that annoy me. But anyway, next step is going to be these bits right here. So let's kind of get, I actually don't want to use that as scaffolding. Let's use this as scaffolding. Let's just kind of work our way up. And we're going to go and get rid of these bone blocks here, and then we're going to plop down some prismarine. By the way, a lot of you said, hey, why don't you just use prismarine slabs? And yeah, you're probably right. I probably should have used prismarine slabs for the whole thing, but yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. I can always get more prismarine if I really need it. Let's see here. So I think we probably want to go... No. We want stairs. Oh. Stairs. There we go. And then a stair here. And then over there, stairs again. So something like that. Oh, is that right? You know what? I don't know if I do want stairs there now that I'm kind of looking at this. I don't know. Let's get our shape where we want it. Basically what I want is for these to be kind of like a sort of Greco-roman, sort of like a like the top of like a temple, I guess would be one way of saying it. Maybe we go like that. I think I do like that a little bit better. It's going to be spawnable, unfortunately, which is a little annoying, but probably not the end of the world. Oh, that's a hole. Okay. Tell you what. We'll just go around. I'll have to try probably a couple little things here just to see sort of ultimately what if we're happy with this, if we're not happy with it. We're gonna have to experiment a little bit, but that's fine. That's part of the fun. Let's do a couple more slabs like that. Or a couple more stairs, I should say. Okay. Let's take a peek at this from the other side and see what we think. There's other things if we're not happy with this, there's other stuff we can do. Yeah. I don't like it. It's too top heavy. I want it to be more, I think it needs to be wider. And it also needs to be lower. So we're going to get rid of all of this stuff. We may even... We've got a couple ideas here of things we could do. And remember, we've got 3 of these. So let's maybe... Okay, well, that was not an intentional fall, but it's fine. All right, let's see here. So I think maybe we'll bring this over more. We'll go here, right? And then this will be, actually, that might be okay. Let's try something real quick. Let's make a little staircase. What if you went there, right? Like so. No, that's not going to look good either. I've already changed my mind. That didn't take much. Let's get that here, that one here. And then I think we'll go up like that. Like so. We'll put that one here. Maybe that like this. Maybe we go... Oh. Maybe we go like that. And... there. Get rid of that one. And then go there. Alright. That might be a little bit better. It's a lot wider than the previous version. We can clean up the ceiling or the roof of it like in a minute here. Let's just kind of do that. What do we think of that instead? I mean, it's better than it was, but I still don't like it. This should not be that hard. This should be very simple to do. Okay, tell you what. Let me mess around with this. I'll be back. Okay, finally got that sorted out. And this is much closer to what I had been kind of envisioning. This is much more kind of Greco-roman. I think before it was, like, normally I'm in favor of having more layers, more levels of depth. But I think on such a small build, it was too much. It just looked really top heavy. I also kicked out the bottom just a little bit on each of these portals. just to kind of add a little bit of separation there. And I think it looks pretty good. So now we still need to tackle the 2 main entrances, and then we're basically done. The only thing that'll be left will be the ceiling. Right now we have a very large, very flat ceiling, and I have kind of an idea of what I want it to be, but I think I'm gonna have to spend a while doing some creative sketching in my creative testing world to kind of come up with an exact to kind of nail down the design, I guess would be the way to put it, because I have a concept, but yeah, it needs to be refined a little bit. Also, in case you had not noticed, I had spent quite a while today gathering quartz. These were both full. I've gone through, I think, roughly 4, well, if you include these 2. I have, well, let's just say I've gone through over a double chest of quartz for this. Thankfully, this should last me. It appears that I'm going to have more quartz than I actually need to complete this project, so I don't think I'll run out. I'll still have some to put back in my storage room when I'm done. But yeah, next up is the main gates. And honestly, I'm a little confused on how well, actually confused isn't the right word. I'm a little hesitant, maybe, about how I want to do these, because originally the plan for the Nether Hub was essentially for this to be one room in what would then become kind of like a patchwork hub. So I would build this room, and this would be kind of like the grand central station, if you will, for the Nether, to kind of take a page out of Rendog's book. This would be like the central hub, but then over here, someone else would make a big room that was kind of Nether Hub-esque and would have, you know, the different portals and all this other kind of stuff. And I was thinking, all right, well, if this is going to be another big room right here, totally makes sense for this to be a big, huge entrance. Same goes for over here. And then we had a meeting today, and now we don't know if that's still happening. Now people are talking about how we want to kind of go with this theme, maybe, or I don't really know what's going on. So I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick with my original plan and build big entrances here, and like, yeah, I don't know. It's a little confusing, but either way, we're gonna build main and big, large entrances here, and this is gonna be a little funky, I think. I want these to be tall and very grand, but at the same time, how tall is that? That's pretty tall. I'd really like them to be wider, if I'm being honest. I would prefer that they be wider than this. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world to kick these out to here. We could put them right there instead, and I don't think it would look bad. And that would be then 5 blocks wide, which is much more in line with what I was thinking. Let's go up maybe that high. I don't even know how high that actually is. Let's see. We should probably count this. So starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks right. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so then we'll take some sandstone slabs and we'll do a little bit of that. And then here we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And by the way, I'm making this up, like, right now. This part is not planned. So if this turns out super derpy, just, like, bear with me. The other, oh, really? You're gonna do that to me? The other thing I want to do is move my little temporary staircase for the moment. There we go. Like, that's... I think I like the width, the 5. I don't think I want it to go in after that. I think I want to just leave it right here, 5 wide. And that'll be kind of our pathway and our main entrance. And I don't know how the other hermits are going to build off of this, but, like... I mean, we'll sort it out. People are very creative and imaginative on this server. They'll find ways to make it work. And we may end up still doing sort of this, like, patchwork type thing that people have been going on. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to working on this a little bit. So I think I'm going to go here. And then we'll kind of pillar up. And I think, like, right about here. Let's go something like this. And then we'll go like that, I think. And then this is going to be kind of our right limit, if you will. And then I think we'll go... I'm just kind of looking at this, trying to kind of sort this out in my head. So maybe go like that. We could probably leave these. Those would probably be fine. And then we probably want something like this. I think that's where we want to be. And then these would kind of come up. Do I have any snow on me at the moment? I have some snow blocks in here. That'll work. Because then we need to bring... It's going to be a little harder than I thought, isn't it? Let's do it this way. Get rid of that one. And I can go down and get that in a minute. Oh, that's snow. Just kidding. You concrete. Boop. There we go. And... like so. And like so. And now I'm stuck. I did not think that one through, did I? Concrete. There we go. Much better. Okay. And that'll kind of come back there. That one will go there. That all seems pretty good. That will come down and over. These, I think, instead should probably go like that. Oh, no. No. Actually, you know what? These should be stairs. Here and here. I think that's the way to do it. And then right there, we can fit another one of those. Throw a slab there. Throw a slab there. And the idea is that this is basically a larger version of those. Of the ones that are over kind of on the sides. That's like the whole kind of concept here. So now that we've actually done that, let's grab all the resources that fell. I think that's all of them. And now let's step back. I like it. It just seems very bland. You know? Like, not so much, I don't know. I do like it, but I think it needs something. Maybe what we could do is right here. This is gonna look a little weird with the stairs, but what if we did something like that? Yeah, I don't think that actually looks fine. That doesn't look as bad going up the stairs as I thought it would. And that definitely helps this a lot. So I think that's good. But then we've got all these blank walls. But you know what? I think these will end up looking a lot better once I get the ceiling design in place. Because I have, as I said, I have this concept for the ceiling design. I think it'll work just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and replicate this onto this side. And then once I actually finish the ceiling design, then I'll have a much better idea of if this is good. If not, at the very least, this nether hub will now be functional and finished enough that people can start building tunnels and things like that off of it. And I think that's really important as well, is to get it to that point kind of as quickly as possible so that other hermits can start, you know, connecting all of their different tunnels and all that kind of stuff. I think it's really important to get to that point, like a month ago. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Go there. Boop. 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 I'm gonna have to double check and make sure that this is actually right, but I think it is. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing built. I'll be back. Okay, all done. All finished up. They look identical, they're the same, and I think the nether hub is finished enough that other hermits can start connecting their tunnels. I still have a bit more to do here, the ceiling. Probably want to clean this up, add a couple more details, some more light, all that kind of stuff, but I think for the time being, this is looking pretty good. So I'm quite happy with it. Unfortunately though, guys, I am very much out of time for this episode. This took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So my friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.